wanted to get on here today and do this video about vaping and addiction and trying to stop and failing and trying again. And so here we go. So I started vaping before Connor came home, probably in 2014, 2015, somewhere in there. Not exactly sure when, it ain't on my calendar. It was never something I was proud of, obviously. I've never really been a smoker. I would have like a cigarette occasionally if I had a really stressful day or something like that, but I never got addicted, was never addicted to nicotine, never anything like that. Never anything I couldn't put down. No big deal. Seriously, like once in a blue moon, like hardly ever. Okay, so I don't really remember when, and I don't want to make this a lot about other people. I'm going to make it mostly about myself. But at some point, Jeremy started vaping. I don't really remember how it all happened, but I can tell you that Jeremy's been a cigarette smoker in the past. So vaping kept him from smoking cigarettes. Okay, so anyway, and every now and then I would be like, oh, let me have a hit off your vape. It wasn't all the time. It was every now and then. Well, then it got to where it was like all the time. And he was like, I'm just going to get you your own. Do you want your own? And of course I wanted my own. I loved the little high it gave me. And I do want to say this. You can go up pretty high in nicotine. I don't even really know how high, to be absolutely honest. We used a 3. And so, it sounds good because, it's not like a big, huge number, but it's not good, obviously. It's nicotine. Anyway, so, and I want to say this too before, if you're watching this and you're a smoker, I'm not talking bad about anybody. If you're a vapor, I'm not talking bad about anybody. I totally get it. I totally understand. So please don't think I'm on here like I'm better than anybody. Please, okay? Okay, so, we started it was around the adoption process time when I started, and I was so stressed out, y'all, but yet I was so relieved, like I was so happy, because, after all these years wondering, am I going to be a mother? Is it God's plan for me to be a mother? Why hasn't He blessed me with a baby? Blah, blah, blah. Like, there was this, when we started the adoption journey, there was this relief that flooded me, even though we were going into a hard process. But anyway, the relief in knowing it is His plan. I am going to be a mother. And so I was so excited and so happy and so relieved. But at the same time, the adoption process is hard, y'all. There's so much red tape. There is so much we had to do. We had to fill out. We had to talk about. We had to be interviewed together, apart, about our childhood, about our relationship, about us together. Do you drink? Do you smoke? Do you, all this stuff. Woo! It made me want to vape more and more and more. And the years went by. Well, let me just say that when we did go get Connor, we did not take our vapes with us because you had to have a converter to charge them in the wall. We wouldn't have been able to do it in the hotel room. We didn't really honestly know if it was like looked down upon or, anyway, we didn't take it with us, and we wouldn't have had time anyway to do that. But anyway, we should have left it at that. We should have came home from that trip. It'd been a week without vaping and never picked it back up, right? Count it all as loss. Boom. We didn't. Y'all, we were so stressed out. Like, we were over the moon happy, but we were so stressed out. Y'all, here's this baby. We have to take care of him. He's a stranger. It's not like a newborn baby. Yeah, when they hand you your newborn baby, you're strangers. I totally get it. I really do. And I'm all the time telling you, it's the exact same as if we'd had him, so you're probably on here thinking you are contradicting yourself. Somebody text me, sorry. But, like, you're strangers. He's 3 years old. He already has his likes, his dislikes. He already has his opinion. And it was difficult, okay? So we came home and we picked right back up on vaping, okay? And so for a while, Jeremy was making his own juice and selling it, him and a buddy, and anyway, it was just, it was crazy. So, time went on, and and you don't realize you're addicted. And I didn't realize I was addicted. You know, in my brain, I thought I can quit anytime I want, but I didn't want to quit. You know, I didn't have a desire to quit. And like, anyway, so then around the time we got rid of our dogs, which was like, May of last year. It's been like a year, I think. Around the time we got rid of our dogs, because of Connor's asthma, we had this epiphany that, you know, how can we justify that? But we're vaping around him. And so we decided it's got to stop. We have to stop. Okay, so we're going to quit vaping. We're going to do it together, because how can I quit with him in the house vaping and vice versa? So we threw away our vapes. Remember that part, because it's going to be important here. We threw away our vapes. Y'all, I went crazy. Like, I was psycho. I withdrew. I don't know what you want to call it. Please, I hope you believe me and don't think I'm faking. I went nuts, bonkers, wacko. Like, I was on the porch at one point sobbing hysterically because I wanted to vape. I was crying. I was having panic attacks. I was doing all this stuff. And then I remember that my vape is in the trash, which hasn't been picked up yet. Y'all, I went out in the middle of the night and dug through the trash, got my vape, and put it all back together, sanitized it. You're still crazy, even if you sanitize it when you dig something out of the trash, okay? And smoked that bad boy. And I was right back on board. And so here we were, and I don't really remember how it all played out with Jeremy, but obviously if I'm back on, he's back on. So we went to our favorite guy who sells vape things, and we got smaller ones, like little bitty ones that barely put out any smoke, because we were trying to justify it, right? Doing it around our kid. So, and please, I'm not saying anything bad if you do it around your kid. It was just one of our convictions because we had got rid of our dogs and all this stuff, okay? So please don't take this wrong. I'm not trying to offend anyone, and I'm not talking about anyone but me. So we got these smaller ones, which was so much better. It didn't put off as much smoke or cloud or whatever you want to call it. It was great. So life was great. But we still knew, like, we wanted to quit, but, like, we just shoved it in the background, right? And life went on for a whole nother year. And then Jeremy mentioned quitting, and I was like, yeah, I'll probably quit this summer because I won't be working, and it's hard to quit when you're working because the stress of day to day, and you get in your routine of when you go out and smoke, and, you know, then, bleh. Anyway, it's very hard. So I'll probably quit during the summer, which I'm thinking I have less stress because I'm not working, but, like, it's equally as hard because I'm home all the time. Anyway, so I literally this summer, never thought another thought about it, okay? I was vaping. Like, that vape never left my hand. I had it at all times. Life was good. Had to fill it up a bazillion times a day. Had to charge it a million times a day. Like, life was good. And so then Jeremy's like, hey, when are we going to quit vaping? And I'm like, oh, I kept putting it off. He's like, well, I didn't buy any more cools. Now, if you don't know, the cool goes in the vape, and it will burn up. Like, you have to change it out every so often. Like, you can't keep a cool forever. We didn't buy any more. We used to keep them, like, stocked at the house. That way, when your coil went bad, you just went in and changed it. You always had one. So we didn't buy any more. And I'm like, yeah, I don't buy any more. That's great. Yeah, that's all well and good when it's not burnt. Yours is not burned. Or yours is new, you know, and doesn't need changed. Anyway, so the other night, it actually was Friday. Jeremy said, I'm calling it. Like, he kept feeling sick, and I think his coil was kind of burnt. And he's like, I'm calling it. And he threw his vape away. And I was like, And this was late at night. This was almost bedtime. He goes to bed. So it gets to be my bedtime because, you know, I'm not working, so I'm staying up a lot later. And I decide I'm throwing my vape away too. If he's doing it, I'm doing it. It'll be easier on him if I do it with him, you know. And we know we need to do it, so I'm throwing my vape away too. So I threw my vape away, you know, brushed my teeth, went to bed. So Saturday was difficult. Saturday was hard. Saturday was, I wanted to just go buy another vape. Like, Saturday was very difficult. And I love to watch it rain and storm. I would always go out on our front porch, sit on the steps and vape and watch it rain and storm. And it rained and it stormed on Saturday, and it was hard. It was so hard, y'all. But I got through it. No panic attacks, no crying, I don't even think. Sunday came, and it was hard, and I wanted to just say, forget it, and go buy a vape. I even tried to get Jeremy to go buy a vape. We were snippy with each other, and I could tell I was being hateful. He knew he was being hateful, so we weren't taking it to heart or whatever, and I'm like, this is too hard. Like, I am not going to be able to do this. I was on the, I can't do this bad minding. I'm not going to be able to do this. This is killing me. I want to vape so bad. Oh my gosh. And then you'd be okay for a few minutes, and then like something else would trigger you. And so it was difficult. And so I got through Sunday though. And today is Monday. Today is day 3. And I woke up feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty strong. Telling myself I feel better. I think that's probably all in my head. Maybe I do already feel better. I don't know. It's probably all in my head. But anyway, and I'm just thinking, wow, this is great. Because I had someone tell me one time, she quit smoking after years of smoking, and she told me, I never realized how much, like, she told me it was so much of a relief once she got past the, you know, withdrawal and all that. Once she really got past it, she was done. She said, I never realized how much, like, it was always on my mind. I got to go smoke. When can I go smoke? I need to go smoke. I'm going, you know, maybe in a few minutes I can go smoke. I got to go smoke. I need a cigarette. Like, and she said it was such a relief when I was done. And I didn't have to worry about that. And I can already feel that a little bit, but yet I'm like still withdrawing, so I'm like still getting triggered and still wanting to go smoke. But then like I'll have a few minutes where I'm okay, and I'm thinking, wow, this is a relief to be able to get all this other stuff done and not even have to worry about, I need to plug in my vape, I need to fill up my juice, I need to, you know, where's my vape, I need it in hand. And so I feel like if someone brought a vape in right now, I'd vape. But I also feel like I'm to a point now where I don't want to go backwards. Like, I've made it to day 3. I'm not on the floor crying. I'm still being triggered. I still want to do it. But I'm okay, and I'm 3 days in. So why go back and then have to have a day 1, 2, and 3 all over again? So I feel like being at that point is a good thing, because I certainly didn't get there last time. And so I'm just hoping that Jeremy's having a good day today too. He's at work, and because I know we feed off each other so much, because if he called me right now and was like, hey, go down to blah 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 and buy us a vape, I'd jump in my car, like, you know. So I'm hoping he's doing okay too, because I'm feeling pretty okay. I know I could relapse in like 2 seconds. But I'm hoping this is the start of something fresh. And like I said, if you vape, if you smoke, please know that I'm not saying anything bad about you. I'm just talking about us. I'm just talking about our convictions and how we feel. I would love nothing more than to think about a life of vaping every day and feeling great and feeling relaxed and feeling comfortable. But somewhere in the back of my mind, I know I shouldn't be doing it. You know what I mean? I shouldn't be doing this. And so I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'll be deleting this later because I'm going to go right back to it. I hope not. You know, last time I posted something like every day. I think I made it to day 3 or 4 last time. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I posted something like every day, like a little motivational quote, and then I got to where I was videoing. Now, one night I videoed myself having a panic attack, which was stupid. That was right there near the end when I started back, close to when I started back. And so this time around, I haven't really said anything until yesterday. I didn't say anything on day 1, and I didn't say anything on day 2 till the end of the day. And the reason for that is because I told a bunch of people last time, and a bunch of people were like, oh, I'm so proud of you. You're doing the right thing. That's awesome. And then I went right back to it. And so it's kind of, well, actually, it's not kind of. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to say that I don't have the willpower to do something. Like, it's almost like saying I don't have the strength to do something. And I hate saying that. I do not like saying that. And so, that's why I didn't really talk about it from day 1 on. And I'm just now making this video on day 3. But I'm feeling pretty good. But like I said, Jeremy and I feed off each other a lot. So we'll see. Another thing is I am really, I've lost 7 pounds. I'm working out now. I'm on a meal plan, and this past week we didn't. I'm not going to lie. This past week, Jeremy was on vacation, and we had a free-for-all. I'm not even going to lie and pretend like we didn't. We did work out every day still, but we ate, y'all, and let me tell you, we ate. But anyway, so with quitting vaping, I am so scared that I'm going to just replace it with eating and gain a bunch of weight, because it's the norm, really, to gain some weight when you quit smoking. And a lot of it, oh my gosh, is the habit of your hand. I swear earlier I was thinking, man, if I had a toothpick or something, I would pretend to vape with it, for the pure fact of, to get it, somehow it's in my brain, and I just don't want to keep eating stuff. And so we did a lot of eating the past few days, and I feel like some of it is that. Some of it is trying to replace that habit. I don't know. Anyway, I just don't want to gain a bunch of weight. I've been doing good. I'm back on it this week, but I'm having to be super careful not to just want to eat all the time. Actually, I do want to eat all the time. I just want to eat all the time now that I've quit vaping. So I really want to be careful, because I don't want to put down a habit and pick up a new one, or pick up one I've done laid down, or anyway. So that's what's going on with us. I'm going to try to be honest and upfront with you, and I'm not going to do like I did last time. Last time I just never said anything else about it, and I think everybody knew I started back. But this time, I'll come back and tell you if I start back. I'll be honest about it, and I'll try to update you and let you know what's going on. So far, I haven't had any headaches. I haven't been, like, literally sick. Just getting a lot of triggers and having a lot of cravings, and again, a lot of it is just the habit of doing it. I'm just so used to doing it. And so, anyway, doing pretty good considering. A lot better emotionally than I was last time. And like I said, I think it's because summer, I don't really have a whole lot of stress on me. And last time, I was working and I still had all my usual stress. And so, that makes it a perfect time to quit. And what I'm really anxious for and really ready for is I'm really ready to, whoa, I'm so sorry. I have you on a thing with wheels, and I keep hitting it with my foot. So you keep rolling. This whole video is probably like you rolling. Anyway, I'm really ready to get over the hump and just be where I'm not thinking about it all the time. And I know that takes a really long time. I know there's going to be triggers for a while, and I know that, like, it's sunshiny today, so it's all good, but, like, oh my gosh, and, like, fall time, oh my gosh. Anyway, rain and storms, and it was storming again. Like, it stormed all evening on Saturday. It was horrendous, y'all. It was really hard for me, but I did it. So, yeah. I'll just be glad when I feel like I'm really over the hump, because I feel like I'm still in such a vulnerable state right now, and I'm nervous and fearful about it. So, anyway, that's what's going on. I will update you either way. I'm hoping to keep going forward, and the next time I update you, it's on an uphill climb, and it's hard. It's really hard, and it gives me a I don't want to say a better understanding of addiction, because I know that nicotine is addicting. I'm not saying it's not, but I don't want to compare myself to anything hardcore and act like I totally understand addiction and stuff like that. I'm not going to do that. but it does give me a better appreciation and a better understanding a little bit. And I know I don't know the half of it, so please don't think I'm trying to act like I know. But just of why people cannot quit things and why people are stuck in a cycle, and you're sitting here thinking, just quit. Just, how could you go back on day 2? You've quit for 2 days. My gosh, like I totally get it now. And so many things I've said in the past, I thought, oh, you were so naive. You did not get it. So I totally know that unless you're in it, you don't get it. And anyway, I just hope to keep going forward and that things keep getting easier, because they are difficult right now. And it's going to get even harder when school starts. So anyway, when school starts, I go back to work, in case you don't know me personally and don't know. So hopefully I want to be over the hump by then. I want to be to a point by then where, even though I might have cravings or might have triggers, I want to be to a point by the time school starts where I'm like, I've got this. I'm so far in. I may want to, but I have enough willpower not to go back. And that may be totally unrealistic, but that's something I really want. And so I wish I would have quit early in the summer so I would have more time under my belt that I have, built up, but I didn't. And it is what it is. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can continue moving forward and be strong and have willpower, but it is hard. Anyway, so that's what I wanted to make this video about. And thank you guys for watching, and I will keep you up to date either way. And so hopefully next time I update you, I don't have to start it out by saying I failed. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.